Hello and welcome, Exiles. Today I want to talk about something that I thought was just too good to be true, and that is the branching bolts nodes. These nodes have 20%, 20%, and 60% chance for lightning skills to have an additional chain, aka one additional chain for lightning skills. Now, when I read these nodes, I pictured that this was only applicable to skills like Orb of Storms and arc skills that already had an inbuilt chain. There's no way in my mind that this would work with Spark. It just seemed too good to be something for that. Previously, in a lot of other instances in PoE, when it comes to +1 chain, it is a very rare affix that is hard to acquire, that's going to cost you a lot to do it, not for passive points off of your tree. And I have to say, as far as I could tell, it definitely works with Spark. Here is a bit of a showcase of me testing this on stream. I will give you a preface for this. I have a low level Spark that shoots exactly 7 projectiles. I'm gathering up a bunch of low level monsters and I am casting one singular time and I am seeing how many enemies die. All right, we got another group of enemies here. Yeah, but you see the enemies in front of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a lot of enemies. There's more than 7. I cast once and you'll notice way more than 7 die here. I think it's about 12 or 13. I forget what exactly I counted. But the point is, it wasn't just 7 enemies dying, which is what the limit of my skill should do if the chain didn't work. Also known as, this chain works for Spark, and I have to say, after I put it on while mapping, it definitely works. I was very stubborn to test this because I simply just could not believe this would work with Spark. I didn't think they were going to give us this much additional power for our clear for only a few passive points. This is off our main tree. It's only costing us 4 passives. On the trees, I have already updated them on the planner. But simply put, for the Mahuatl setup, we drop some ES nodes. We drop some defensive nodes for them. As for the block setup, I decided to drop some offensive nodes. So I dropped the crit nodes up here or down here. I can't remember which ones. But point is, I dropped a little bit of crit on the more defensive setup, and I dropped a little bit of ES on the more offensive setup. So you can make up your mind what you'd want to do, but I would say this is a auto include. If you are playing this character and you're pathing next to this node, it's definitely worth it. Previously, the options to get one additional hit out of your Spark involved something like anointing the Pierce node and then getting 3 bad jewel sockets just to get 1 Pierce, which is a huge opportunity cost versus 4 passive points, because your anoint is one of your most important notables. You get to pick your most powerful notable on the tree or the most useful one for your character. For us, our notable is solving freeze if we're anointing Icebreaker. And on top of that, jewels are very strong. The jewels on these trees, I guess I thought I updated the jewels. Maybe it's only updated for the Mahuatl setup. Okay. I guess it's only updated for the Mahuatl setup. It doesn't correct the jewels and all the other points. But the point is, if you look at a jewel, you get a lot of useful stats. You get crit bonus damage, elemental damage, percent ES. If you go with a Viridian Jewel to get the Pierce solved, it's like Pierce chance, and that's about it. You're very limited in what additional power you can get out of a Jewel. So point is, I was not a fan of the Pierce solution. I thought, that's way too much opportunity cost for the value it gives versus these 4 passives is very, very worth it. So anyways, it's a bit of a short update. It's basically just use these nodes. They're good. I tried them out now in maps and they just feel fantastic. Heavily recommend them. I was a little bit too slow to set up the offensive setup yesterday, so I'm partway through getting that done, and I'll do the rest of that today on stream, and that will be tomorrow's update, which will be a bit bigger one than this one. But I wanted to make a video anyways, because these nodes, after using them, they feel incredible, and I really want people, if you're playing this build, get these nodes on your tree ASAP. They feel fantastic. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Sorry for the short video, but I just wanted to make it because it's a really important change. It doubles your clear value to some extent. Granted, you can still use fork, and the thing is, fork stacks with this. You can have chain and fork on your projectile, so it should feel pretty immaculate. Anyways, yeah, that's the update. Thanks for watching, Exiles. Take care and peace out. Have a good one.